Hello everyone, today I'll be introducing Talent, HMIS's new learning management software. To start off, when you log in for the first time, this is what your screen will mostly look like. You'll see at the top here some information such as the courses you're currently taking, current training time, maybe how many points you've currently earned, and things like that. Right underneath it, you'll see different course names. You'll notice that on the right side of these courses, there are some progress bars. Currently, all of them say 0. And you'll notice for this course, it actually says restricted. And that's because there is a prerequisite course to take. If you actually click on the course, it'll tell you that you can't access this course until you complete its prerequisites, and you'll find the prerequisites at the bottom of the course. Right? So if I scroll down here, you'll see it tells you prerequisite, privacy, and security. If you hover over it, it also gives you a little tooltip letting you know which course you need to take. So the prerequisite for this course is the Pinellas HMIS Privacy and Security course. So let's come back up to our home page. And you'll see that if you want to start the course, you'll want to select the course name. So we'll go ahead and click on that. On the center of the screen, you'll see a brief synopsis letting you know what you'll need to complete to successfully go through the course. There's also a video highlighting how you want to complete the course, how you'd want to save your HIPAA and security awareness certificates. But this video walks through the course for you. And over here on the top left side, you'll see a Start Course button. If you've already started the course and you come back to it, this will say Resume Course or Continue Course. Down at the bottom, you'll see a Content, which is going to show you the different sections of the course. So in this case, you'll see we have a How to Save as PDF, a HIPAA Basics, a Security Awareness section, and at the bottom we'll give you the completion rules, which will pretty much always be all units must be completed. So let's go ahead and start this course. So we can click Start Course, and you'll see that first section, as we saw earlier in the content, is the How to Save as PDF. If you're already familiar with how to save your certificates as PDF, then you can definitely skip this section. But if not, you do want to make sure you go through. It's about a little under 2 minutes. It just walks you through what you want to click on and the things that you want to do to save it properly. So at the bottom, you'll have a Complete and Continue button that you can click on. It'll grant you a certain amount of points for completing the unit the first time. And you'll see at the top, it gives you some instructions. You'll want to complete the HIPAA Basics DCF course linked below, so this one right here. You'll want to save the certificate to your computer and upload it using the Upload a File button. So what you'll want to do is you'll click on the HIPAA course link. It's going to open the DCF course on another tab for you to complete it, save it, and you'll come back to this tab and click the Upload a File button. And from here, you'll want to click Upload your reply and continue. Then you'll want to find the certificate on your computer, and once it's done uploading, it takes you to the next section of the course, which is uploading your Security Awareness Certificate. So the link to the course is in the same place. You'll just want to click this link. It'll open it on another tab for you to complete it. Once you've successfully finished that and saved the certificate to your computer, you'll want to come down and click Upload a File. Then it'll say Upload your reply. So we'll go ahead and select that. And then you'll get to this section where it says Pending Reply from Instructor. This is sending a message to HMIS staff letting us know to go through your certificate and just verify that you uploaded the correct one. It could happen that you may have selected last year's version, so in this case it would be our 2020 version. and we just want to make sure you have the correct file. So if you get to this point and you're not quite sure why you're not able to continue moving forward, it's because HMIS staff need to grade the certificates you submitted. If you don't hear from us within 24 hours, please send in a help desk ticket and we'll make sure to get that graded and help you move along to your next course. All right. On the top left hand of the screen, I'm going to click this button to go back to our course info, and I'll click the home button to go back to our dashboard. Okay. So the next course in line you'll see is the Pinellas HMIS Privacy and Security course. So we can go ahead and click on that, which opens the course information. Again, you'll have your synopsis at the top just to let you know how to complete it. In this case, you'll want to read through the different sections and complete the privacy and security test. At the bottom of your completion rules, you'll have all your units must be completed, and it leads you to a certificate with a duration of a year. So we'll go ahead and click Start Course. And you'll see this first section goes through our privacy notice, as well as the different releases of information, our informed consent, and our release of information. You want to make sure you read through the sections because the tests are based off of the information in the content. So we'll come down and click Complete and Continue once we're done reading through this course section. We'll move on to our end user agreement, which goes through just making sure your username and password is safe. It goes through maintaining client privacy and what you want to do to ensure that. And once again, once you're done reading the sections, you'll come down to the very bottom and click Complete and Continue. And then you'll have a course to take. So then every course that you take in HMIS usually will have a test in it. And the test will always tell you how many questions it contains, just so that you're not, just so that you're aware of how many you'll need to go through. All right, so in this case, to start the test, we'll go ahead and click Start Test. Now that we've gotten to the test section of the Privacy and Security course, Talent has several different types of questions that you can come across. We have some drop downs where you'll want to select the correct answer. I'll just go ahead and pick a couple of just answers so we can get through this and I can show you the next types of questions. Here we have our multiple choice, and from here you'll just want to pick the correct answer. Now, multiple choice, you're only able to select one answer, so make sure that you kind of double check. If you need to review some of the previous section information to find the answer, you can definitely do that by coming up here and clicking the left facing arrow. And then another type of question you might come across, and you'll see that now our little icons are squares instead of circles. So from here, we'd be able to select multiple answers, and we do try to put a hint just to let you know that you want to select multiple answers. Right, then you'll submit your test, and if you missed a couple questions, what the test screen is going to show is just which questions you've answered, which ones were incorrect, just so that it lets you know what you want to focus on when you come back. Okay. So if you want to complete the test, again, you can always misclick there. You just want to go back to the previous section, or you can click the left arrow to go to the previous one. And then you just want to come back, click Complete, let's continue. And down here at the bottom, it says Not Passed, click to try again. And from here, we can just restart the test. Okay. Once you've successfully completed the test, it gives you a certificate that will stay on your profile. Let's go back to our homepage. And the last course to take for your annual refresher would be the HMIS Data Entry course. And from here, I can go ahead and click on the course. Right? And notice that it still says you cannot access this course until you complete the prerequisites. So you have to make sure to successfully complete your privacy and security course. before you can take this test. You can't attempt it and then come to this course and complete that. I want to show you, we have a couple different sections for the HMIS data entry course. At the very bottom, you have some files that you can click on. Once you have access to the course, you can actually click on these files and download them to your computer, and you'll have access to the course after you've completed it as well. So if you're going into HMIS and you need to maybe create a household, you can always come back to the talent course and review the household section to go through that. We go back to the home page and show you some information about talent that you want to keep in mind. Over here on the top right, we have the progress button. And from here, you can click on that. And it's going to open up your profile screen. The first screen you'll see just gives you some basic information of your activity in talent, how much you've completed, any badges that you've earned. At the top, we have courses, and this is where you'll be able to see all the different courses you were or are enrolled in, as well as your current percentage, when you were enrolled in them, and how much time you've spent in them so far. If you go to your assignments page, this is where your HIPAA and security awareness certificates are saved. So if you ever need to come back to it, you can actually click the eye icon, and it's going to show you a preview of what your certificate looks like. The next tab over is your certification. So if you have any certificates from your privacy and security and your HMIS data entry class, then you'll be able to see that on this screen. So if you saved it and you don't know where you saved it on your computer, you can always come back and re-download it. Over on your badges tab, it just shows you all the different badges that you're able to earn and kind of what the qualifications are to earn them. Next is your timeline, and it will show you pretty much everything that you've done in talent. If you sent a message in if you sent another user a message, you can also come back to your timeline and see if they were able to respond. Okay, I'll go back to our home page again. And next, let's look at our discussions. So if you click on discussions, you can create a discussion on this page. And the reason why you would want to do this is if you want to communicate with other users, maybe you want to give us some feedback on maybe some questions are a little confusing and you want to share that. You can click create your first discussion, give it a title, fill out your message. You can also select attachments if you have screenshots you want to share. And then at the bottom, you can pick and choose if you want everyone to see this topic. Maybe you only want specific users who are currently taking the same HMIS data entry class as you. Maybe you have a question on that course and you want to ask some of the folks who are currently taking that some questions, right? And then you can click post, and that will send a message to everyone that you've selected. The last option is a private topic, and this just means that only administrators would be able to see this particular topic. Okay. Go back to our home page. And the last thing I want to share with everyone is the messages section over here on the top right. So you can go to your inbox, or you can send a message to any of the HMIS staff currently on talent, and this way we'd be able to offer you any assistance if you're struggling on a test, or if you're struggling on moving forward or uploading your certificates. You can definitely let us know. There are also different ways that you can send staff any questions that you may have. For example, if you're currently taking a course, so let's say we're taking the privacy and security course. We'll go ahead and resume that. Over here on the top right, we also have a send message to instructor button. So if you click on this, it's going to send a message to all the instructors of that course, which would be all HMIS staff. So you have a couple different ways to reach out to us. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send us a help desk ticket.